On. Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Welcome to Unity. Welcome to everybody in our sanctuary, and welcome to everybody who is live streaming with us. And happy, beautiful, thank God, warm Sunday. I don't know about you, but I thought I saw snow the other day, and then I met some people that on Friday, and they said they thought they saw snow the other day. So, and then I heard on the news that there was snow in Wisconsin on Thursday. So enough is enough. Are you with me?
Amen.
Enough is enough. So welcome people who are coming back. John, welcome home. Enjoy, good to see you again, and everybody else that, of course, we all know. And Pam is back. Yay, Pam. Well, I already said Pam on Wednesday, but yay. So welcome back to all the snowbirds and people coming in. And all right. So today is Memorial Day. And even though it's Messy Sunday, I thought that we should just do a little bit of conversation about that as well. And it's important. It's really important that we salute and we pledge our never-ending appreciation to the men and women who have made the ultimate sacrifice protecting our freedom and defending our nation. But there's also some sacrifice that were made by frontline workers in this year. So I think that it's important that for all of those who lost their lives fighting COVID, the doctors, the nurses, the people in the stores, the truck drivers, all of those that were also out there, well, we need to remember them in our hearts as well, because they were fighting for the safety of our nature. And Richard Goodrich from Slaying the Dragons, he says, on this day, take time to remember those who have fallen, but on every day thereafter, do more. Put the freedom they died for to greater and noble use. For it's written in John 15:13, no one has greater love than this, to lay down one's life for one's friend. And I think that in itself speaks to us. So I would like us to stand as we listen to and sing our opening song, the Pledge of Allegiance.
Back several years ago, when I was a kid in school, our class was reciting the Pledge of Allegiance one day, and the school principal walked in, and he stepped in front of the class, and looking real serious, he said, I have been listening to you boys and girls recite the Pledge of Allegiance all semester, and it seems as though it's becoming monotonous to you. So, if I may, I would like to recite it and try to explain to you the meaning of each word. I, we, an individual, a committee of one. Pledge, dedicate all my worldly goods to give without self-pity. Allegiance, my love and my devotion to the flag, our standard, Old Glory, a symbol of freedom. And wherever she waves, there's respect, because your loyalty has given her dignity that shouts, freedom is everybody's job. United, and that means that we have all come together. States, individual communities that have united into 48 great states, 48 individual communities with pride and dignity and purpose, all divided with imaginary boundaries, yet united to a common purpose, and that's love for country. And to the republic. Republic, a state in which sovereign powers is invested in representatives chosen by the people to govern, and government is the people. And it's from the people to the leaders, not from the leaders to the people, for which it stands. One nation, one nation, meaning, oh, so blessed by God, indivisible, incapable of being divided, with liberty, which is freedom, the right of power to live one's own life without threats, fears, or some sort of retaliation, and justice, the principle or qualities of dealing fairly with others, for all, which means, boys and girls, it's as much your country as it is mine. And now, boys and girls, let me hear you recite the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And since I was that small boy, 2 states have been added to our country, and 2 words have been added to the Pledge of Allegiance: under God. Oh, wouldn't it be a pity if someone said it's a prayer, and that would be eliminated from our schools too. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on.
And in Flanders Field, the poppies blow between the crosses, row on row, that mark our place, and in the sky, the larks still bravely singing fly, scarce heard in the guns below. We are the dead short days ago. We live, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders Field. Take up our quarrel with the foe, to you from failing hands we throw. The torch be yours to hold high, if you break faith with us who die. We shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders Field. And do we have any veterans in here today? If we do, please stand. John? Thank you for your service. And do we have anyone here today whose father, mother, brother, uncle, nephew died in service? Please stand. Okay, well, thank you all. And thank you, as you go about your day, as joyous and fun as it may be, remember that there are a lot of people, millions of people have given their lives so that we may stand. Thank you for that. Okay, yes. Unity Spiritual Center, we do have a vision and a mission, and it is something that your board really is working with to bring us to follow all of our plans and all of our goals. And it starts with you repeating with me. We are a spiritual community of love, peace, and acceptance, creating an inclusive spiritual community through fellowship, service, and community outreach. And now I would like to ask Tom Clover if he will please join me and read the daily word for the day, light the Christ candle, and light the flames of faith along with me.
Thank you, Reverend Robin Lynn. Morning, everyone. Morning. It's a beautiful day. The daily word for today is respect. I respect and honor the divinity within myself and others. As I was growing up, I was taught to respect those who were older because they likely had acquired greater experience, knowledge, and wisdom. Yet it was not the years of life that command respect, but the life lived in those years. There are many who demonstrate tremendous courage as they took on great challenges. Their willingness, daring, and determination deserve respect. They went where others would not go and did what others would not do. I have reverence for those who came before me. I respect and honor the divinity within those who, through their unique and selfless contributions, have made a better world. And 1 Thessalonians 5, 12 and 13, but we appeal to you, brothers and sisters, to respect those who labor among you. Esteem them very highly in love because of their work. Be at peace among yourselves. And we light the Christ candle today as a reminder of that Christ light that is within us and within all those who have come before us, who have given their sacrifice, and who have made our life possible to live in harmony and peace.
And as we begin the flames of faith, we perform this ceremony to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all peoples, all faiths, all sentient beings come from the one great presence, which we call spirit. Fundamental to this truth is the unifying nature of all religious thought, experiences, which we honor here today. So as Tom lights the first candle, we light the candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light a candle for the shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and practices of all indigenous people, the way of primal spirituality. We light a candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light a candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path by living by sacred law. We light a candle for Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light a candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light a candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of submission to the will of God as the highest calling. We light a candle for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light a candle for all forms of New Thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles. And the last candle that we light a candle for all those who are yet unaware of the power and the presence in their lives and for the space that we're holding for them at this center, and for all religions unnamed in this ceremony. Thank you. I would invite you to turn and sing this to your neighbor, or walk around and sing it to somebody that's not your neighbor. It's messy Sunday, you gotta do it.
How could anyone ever tell you are anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you are less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your love is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. How could anyone ever tell you you are anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your love is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul.
Could we play it again, Josh?
How could anyone ever tell you are anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you are less than whole? that your love is a miracle. How deeply you're connected to my soul. How could anyone ever tell you you have anything less than miracles? How could anyone ever tell you you are less than whole? How could anyone else tell us that your love is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. How could anyone ever tell you how could anyone ever tell you are less than? How could anyone ever tell us that your love is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. How deeply you're connected to my soul. How deeply you're connected to my soul.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello.
Got my calisthenic here for a day.
Yeah, right? Can you imagine? There's a place in California, Big Sur, the Silmar grounds, and that's where religious science held their conventions for years. And there's the main hall. I can't even think of the name of it because come back together here. But can you imagine it seats 800 to 1,000 people? Can you imagine singing that song with 800 to 1,000 people? It is the most beautiful sight that you could just ever imagine. It's just so beautiful. So, you're wonderful because we love you because I found this thing that made me laugh. Always be yourself unless you're a unicorn. Then if you're a unicorn, just be a unicorn. I don't know why, but that just tickled my funny bone when I saw that. So, but this is what I do know. I know that we're always being advised to be ourselves, right? Just be yourself. Does anyone here have a challenge finding that self?
Sometimes.
Yeah, right. Okay, be myself. Well, who is that? Oh, her, be herself. I never knew that was up there. I never looked behind me.
You gotta look behind you.
No, I'm looking forward all the time. All the time I look forward. So, yeah, so we try to be normal and we try to be perfect and we try to do what everybody expects us to be. So the best thing in this case, because it all gets so boring, doesn't it get all so boring and exhausting trying to be all those things that people want us to be? So what I find is that I should just go back to being myself, you know, whatever and whoever that is, because I'm not even sure some days. But here's what I know about all of this. What is normal is who you are, warts and all. You know, that's what's normal, who you are, your warts and all. And you see, we're born just to be real and authentic. Not perfect, but just us. So who am I? Of course, on Sunday here at this center, we say, I am spirit, expressing as Aubrey, a perfect child of God. Sounds good, and that's the correct answer, definitely. But do we believe it? Do we believe it in our hearts 24/7? Do we embody it? I'm spirit. I'm expressing as Tom, perfect child of God. I'm expressing as Joy, perfect child of God. So Eric Butterworth tells us this: God has already done for us all that God can do when he included us in the image and likeness of itself. God has already done for us all he do. So as we're born, we're already this perfect, beautiful child of God, right? That's who we're born. So the potential is there, all built in according to our uniqueness. And that's a key word here, uniqueness. We are each unique. I'm a unique. Tom, you're a unique. And you're definitely a unique. We're a unique. That's who we are. We're a unique. So the potential's there. It's built in. And it's a privilege. It's a privilege to understand this and to release it and give birth to it. This, to me, is what it's about, being born again, giving birth to the uniqueness of who and what we are. The truth. See, the truth is already in our minds, but we have to believe it. We are born with this infinite potential. We don't have to try to be spiritual because we're born a spiritual being. You know, I'm not going to go to church until I get older and have fun and do all of these things I want to do, and then when I have some money, then I'll try being spiritual. No, it doesn't work that way. You know, it starts in Sunday school. Someday in this building, there will be Sunday school. I may not be here, but there will be. There will be Sunday school because we have a great thing going. And speaking of, you know what, infinite potential. So we have a new person that's cleaning our center. Her name is Andrea. She's lovely. I just hired her to clean my house too. And she's a millennium. And I understand she had a whole conversation with Jules and in the office and about this center, and she's all excited about us. A millennium, she's under 30. And her partner, she said, I can't wait to tell her. And I think we finally found the place that we're meant to be. So I love infinite potential is always working for us. It's always exciting. And then when she came to my house, all she talked about was unity. And guess what I talked about? Unity. My house is clean. Just, run vacuum around. It's good. Okay. But we're born with a spiritual being. And I thought of this campaign, and Susan doesn't know it, but she's going to help me with this. We're the best kept secret in town. So we are going to hound all of the papers and the editors and the writers until they will do an article about the best kept secret in town. Yeah. You with me, Susan?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay. And so we all have faults, right? Does anyone in here not have a fault? Oh, Pam's perfect. Pam, oh, I love Messy Sunday. It's so great. Okay, so except for Pam, we all have faults. How many of you do negative self-talk?
Sometimes.
Okay, negative self-talk. Yeah, I'm one of those. And certainly you would not like me if you knew everything about me. And my friend Tippy knows everything about me, and she still likes me. I know a lot about her too. So, does it ring true? If you only knew me, if you only knew what I thought when somebody cuts me off. Oh yeah. Now I go, God bless you. May you get over it. May you get over it. So sit here for a minute, and I'll bring you out of it. But think about all the things you don't like about yourself. Think about all the things that are wrong with you. Not true, by the way, whatever you're thinking. Stop it right now. That was 5 minutes ago. Not true. It's not true. See, here's what happens to us. It's not true. You got it? Okay, it's not true. Most people are too caught up in their own world to be concerned about your faults. I mean, I need to tell you that when I woke up this morning, I didn't think about one of your faults. It wasn't on my mind at all. Some of you were on my mind in thought and prayer, but your faults, no. I mean, Tom, did you wake up today and think about anyone here's faults? Right. Patty, did you?
No.
No, we don't. We think everyone's watching us. And that's our ego, like, oh my God, I have to be perfect because he's watching, she's watching, what will they say? We gotta stop doing that. Now, here's what happened is, I bet they don't see us unless they see their own fault mirrored in us. That's a different story. I really don't like that bossy person. You are a very bossy person. That's why you don't like that bossy person. So when you really get stuck in that thing like, whoa, is that a mirror looking at me? I'm afraid it is. Okay. This stuff isn't easy, but it doesn't have to be hard. Your potential and your beauty and your goodness came with you at birth, and it never leaves. If you choose to bury it, that's on you, but it never leaves. It's there. It's always there. So we have to start looking in for number one. And I found this poem called Looking In for Number One by David Roth. And I'm not going to read the whole thing, but just the beginning. So listen to this. I was looking all around and I asked everyone I found, do you know the meaning and the mysteries of life and love? I picked up every book I could. I did the things I thought I should. I was looking out for number one. Looking out for number one. I thought that's how the world was won, was looking out for number one. But something didn't feel quite right. The more I looked, the less I liked. I networked, channeled, searched, and such. I tried so hard to get in touch. And then one day, out of the blue, my inner voice came calling through. You have the answer in your heart. Try looking in. Try looking in. That's where you start. Looking in for number one. Looking in for number one. Looking out is not so much fun. Try looking in for number one. Right? Like that? I like that too. So inside of us then is this unique being, this scared little kid who learns very early to put on a facade. But underneath, you're the same scared little kid you always were. Shows up. There's a song from Donna Michaels, and I can actually read some of this, and it says, I'm the little boy with glasses. I'm the one they call geek. A little girl who never smiles because I got braces on my teeth. And I know how it feels to cry myself to sleep. I'm the kid on every playground who's always chosen last. A single teenage mother trying to overcome my past. You don't have to be my friend, but is it too much to ask? Don't laugh at me. Don't call me names. Don't get your pleasure from my pain. In God's eyes, we are all the same. Someday we'll have perfect wings. Don't laugh at me. And it goes on. And this is, if we could teach this, I always say, I realize our age in here, but if we could teach this to our grandchildren and our great nieces and nephews and teach it to our kids to teach to their kids, how horrible it is. Don't laugh at me. Don't call me names. Don't call me names. And then it goes on to say, I'm fat, I'm thin, I'm deaf, I'm blind. And then Donna Michaels sings, blind, aren't we all anyway? Aren't we all anyway? Don't laugh at me. So we have to see the good, and we have to see the perfection. we're blind to our own beauty more so than others. And there's so much good in us. You had this, when I told you to go there with your faults and the things you don't like about yourself, I am sure, not for all of you, I can't speak for all of you, but I'm sure there was a list there with things that you could say, you know, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this. So today, we're going to find out all of the good things that people think about us. So I'm going to ask you to take the pens that are on your chairs, and I'm going to ask you, without speaking, go in total silence and walk around and make sure that at least every person has 4 or 5 things on their cards. And what you need is just hold the card up on their back, just tap them on the shoulder when you want them to stand still, and just write something beautiful about the person that you know to be the truth. No talking, and Josh, if you would play the music. No talking.
I gotta do this.
I am alive, I am alive, I am alive in this world. I am alive, I am alive, I am alive in this world. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. I am alive, I am alive, I am alive in this world. I am alive, I am alive, I am alive in this world. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. I am light, I am light, I am light in this world. I am light, I am light, I am light in this world. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. You are the light, you are the light, you are the light in this world. You are the light, you are the light, you are the light in this world. And you shine, and you shine, and you shine so bright. And you shine, and you shine, and you shine so bright. You are the light, you are the light, you are the light in this world. You are the light, you are the light, you are the light in this world. And you shine, and you shine, and you shine so bright. And you shine, and you shine, and you shine so bright. We are the light, we are the light, we are the light in this world. We are the light, we are the light,
Please check everybody's card and make sure they have at least 5 things on their card.
I think I got a paragraph.
Oh, my.
I don't know, my God. But now I'm back right here. If there are,
When you're finished and you finger up things, sit down and sing.
I am alive in this world, and I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright.
How do you do?
I am alive, I am alive, I am alive in this world. I am alive, I am alive in this world. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. I am alive, I am alive, I am alive in this world. I am alive, I am alive, I am alive in this world. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. You are the light, you are the light, you are the light in this world. You are the light, you are the light, you are the light in this world. And you shine, and you shine, and you shine so bright. And you shine, and you shine, and you shine so bright. You are the light, you are the light, you are the light in this world. You are the light, you are
So how did that feel?
Awesome.
Yeah, okay, so now my question is, who will be willing, whom among you, more than 1, 2, or 3, or 4, would be willing to come up and take your sign off and read it to us? Oh, honey, yes. Yay.
I have no idea what it says, so.
There you go.
You need help?
Can you have
Where's it? There we go.
There you go.
Oh, I love you because you are caring. You're a wonderful, wonderful person to all your loving friends. You are a beautiful, loving spirit. You give so generously. You are love. You are so helpful, just being you. Sounds like everybody in the room, doesn't it?
Yay. Okay, do we all agree? Do we affirm that for Patty? Yes. Let's, come on. Come on, you guys, you're amongst friends. Let's go. Sandy?
Yeah, Sandy. Raise my hand.
Oh, well, excuse me, then you come first.
Verity?
Yeah.
Verity,
You asked, I raised my hand, pay attention.
I'm sorry. I know you're coming back, but be a little softer as you're coming back. There you go, my love.
Okay. Oh, I like that. I love you because just being you. Let's see.
You gotta hold it by your mouth.
Can you see that?
You are in, it says like you were in bed with anyone, no, it can't be that. You are in, well, it's a nice thing, let's go to
I
that
saw
one.
something, I can't read it. Something about you are beautiful and then you can't read the rest. Great attitude. You are wonderful. I like this one. Of your great storytelling ability. You are a caring person. You are loved by many.
Okay, do we affirm that?
Yes.
Yes, we affirm that today. Sandy, you don't get up there. If you're not volunteering, I'm calling your name. I can't read it without putting glasses. Sorry. Oh, did I volunteer? Yeah. I missed that part. Okay.
All right. Okay, you are so caring. Just being you. You are so bubbly. You're amazing companion. You are the image of God. Loving. You are love and peace. You are a very good example of truth and love.
Okay, and do we affirm that?
Yes.
Yes, we affirm that. All right, volunteers, or it's going to go to Tom.
I love you because you are full of spring something. That's what it is, sure. You are a musical talent, just being you. You are peace and love. You're so dedicated and helpful. Your dedication and sense of humor. Your dedication and hard work.
And do we affirm that for Tom? We do. Diane Foley. I saw you raise your hand.
Well, I don't think they would be honest about me, you know?
I'm afraid I would attack them.
You are so generous and a lovely lady of your helping spirit. You have great spirit, love for all, full of life. You are full of happiness and something you can for others. And always you care for others. Just being you. You are so caring and supportive and beautiful. Compassion and loving generosity.
Woo! Do we affirm that for Diane? We do. Right. Are these not all words of truth?
Yes.
Yes, they're all words of truth. And I hope you hang these somewhere in your house.
Yes.
Right in front of my mirror. Right in front of the mirror. Yep.
Hold the mic up.
Yeah, I turned to read this. I love you because, the one I'm having trouble with.
Yeah, the green pen ones are hard to read. Something about
Smile.
great food. For great food, I think. Make great food.
Oh, you make great food. You are a noble man with a great sense of humor. You are a spirit of love. You are you. You are conscientious. You are a caring person. Your dedication, just being you, or my sense of humor, and your wonderful smile.
Okay, and Pamela.
You can do it. Glasses. Got it? Okay. I don't want to read that.
Oh, it's all good, Pam.
Oh, yeah, I got it. I love you because your strength and beauty, inside and out. I love you as a true friend. You inspire me because of your smile. You are the best friend ever. You have beloved so many butterflies. And something else, I don't know what that is. You're such a beautiful, caring person. Thank you.
And we affirm that. And let's see, we need one more because we're at that time. John Orr.
I think we're out of time.
We almost are. And anybody else who is dying to get up here, this is your time.
Okay, I love you because you have a beautiful heart. You are such a helpful person to all. You are so knowledgeable. You are peace and love. Your talents in woodworking. Just being you. And you're a welcome
You are a welcome presence to this space.
to this space.
Okay.
Thank
and
you.
Jennifer.
Thank you very much.
How does that feel now? Share with me. Share with somebody. Share with me. How are you feeling?
It's good.
Good?
Yeah.
I feel lighter.
I think when you share with others your feelings about them, you feel better about yourself, you know?
Yeah, that's a good point.
How comfortable or uncomfortable is it for you to come up and say those words in front of people? A little, yeah,
I think
right.
it was easier because it was their words as
Right.
opposed to my own words, which generally aren't as positive.
That's true.
But really, so thinking about all of the stuff we do, this is what we're really about. All of these words, all these beautiful words on your back. For those of you who didn't, make sure that you definitely read them with the same kind of compassion and love as we did in here. I would have done all, but we are running out of time a little bit. Not a big deal, but just a little bit. So, all right. A fun, messy Sunday? Yes.
Yes.
And look at all the cowards who didn't show up today because they didn't know what was going to happen. We are going to tell them next week what you missed. Okay. All right. So if you would then do the offertory prayer with me. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us.
No.
Oh, yeah, I know. I always go that way instead of that. We have to work on that.
I'll move it.
How about we start all over? The love of God inspires me to give in the spirit of generosity. I give with love and joy to ensure the growth of this ministry and this unity center. And so it is. Thank you, God. Okay, and announcements. Thank you for Tom. Mary Ellen wasn't feeling good today. Thank you. Where are you? Rodney. Oh, there you are. Thank you for filling in, and for Josh and Jules as always. Don't forget, next week is our double ceremony, our center, and then a luncheon given by the Matson family, and then a celebration of life for Doris Lawson. So long day, be here. And did the order go in for t-shirts?
It goes in Tuesday.
Okay, if you need a t-shirt, it needs to go in on Tuesday to wear to Rock the Block on June 19th. Animal blessings, we all have on our calendar September 11th. And whoa, is that tiny? I can't read it. Next. Next. Oh, it's there. This one. Oh, hi, it's me again. Do we know who me again is? Yeah, Diane Polly, me again. Okay, so Hidden Treasures, again, we can't bring them in as early as we like. So I'm hoping that you're asking people to come up and help you because it's going to be at the last minute getting it all together. I'll come and help. I'll be there.
I have other volunteers too.
Okay, all right, good. That's perfect. Okay, and then June 13th, I'm sure you're tired of hearing about this. Reverend Gray Coles, Great Lakes Unity representative, will install Reverend Aubrey Lynn as our licensed Unity. A social time will follow the service. Bring your favorite dessert to share. Okay, that's it. Anybody else have anything that they'd like to? Pam, yes.
I have a question. Are we going to play Doris's CD when she has her memorial?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are doing that, and we also have her 3 favorite songs, and we have singers singing them, and Beth Stanley's coming in to play. Anybody else have anything that they want to share? Everybody's good? Complete? You do.
Yeah, I do. Reverend Jenny replied to us this morning, so she's with us. She said that it was super wonderful that she saw all of us hugging. The hugs were going around, and we all know if Jenny was here, she'd be hugging all of us too. And also, next Sunday, Josh graduates.
Yes. Celebrations of birth. So that's it. Then let us stand and sing Mumba. Mumba. It's called Get the Kinks Out. You got it, Patty.
I know a word that make you feel good. It's gonna make you happy. I know a word that can change your mind. Come on and join the party. Moomba, let's get together. Moomba, let's have some fun. Moomba, let's get together. Moomba, come join the fun. Life can be a celebration when you just decide to be living each day in peace and harmony. Yeah, throw away your cares and worries, all the things you need to do, and dance with me, play with me. Come on and sing it with me. Moomba, let's get together. Oh, oh, Moomba, let's have some fun. Moomba, let's get together. Oh, oh, Moomba, come join the fun. When the world seems too much, you're feeling out of touch. You want your troubles to float away. The music fill your soul. Open up, just let go and sing it, be it. Come on now, really feel it. Moomba, let's get together. Oh, oh, Moomba, let's have some fun. Yeah, Boomba, come on now, show love. I know a word that will make you feel good. It's gonna make you so happy. I know a word that can change your mind. Come on, join the party. Boomba, let's get together. Oh, oh, boomba, let's have some fun. Yeah, yeah, boomba, let's get together. Oh, oh, boomba, come join the party. Sing it now, boomba, come on, let's get together. Oh, oh, boomba, let's have some fun. Come on, sing it, boomba, hey, let's get together. Oh, oh, boomba, come join the party. Boomba.
Wasn't that fun?
That was fun.
Thank you. Now you have 3 more months before the next Messy Sunday. So I will be thinking what we can do then. In the meantime, let's do the real prayer of protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. And wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And as we leave here today, we take these words, these beautiful words that our friends, our spiritual family has written and said to us from their hearts. And they were affirmed for each person, so therefore they are. They are the truth. They are who and what each one of you is at this moment and will be from this point forward. So I ask you, as you celebrate all of the lives that have been given for this country, for you to be here standing in this freedom right here today, that you accept the truth of who and what you are. Bless yourself, bless your life, bless all that you have. And know that there's still infinite possibilities, and look towards that light and not towards anything that is behind. Only go forward, only go forward and be the real you, the authentic you, that beautiful child of God. You are blessed. We are all blessed. And today we say, God bless America. And for this and for so much more, we just let it be so. And together we say,
And so it is. Amen. It is done.
And thank you, and have a beautiful weekend, and enjoy. I will see you next week. Be safe, be well, be happy, and be positive. You are all beautiful children of God.